Every day I yearn for you as I survey these hills and burn for you like lightning burns up this handful of pills. If I could find my 44, I'd bust out of this town just to meet you in El Paso, love, before the sun goes down. You know, I've always kept a real close watch on this old heart of mine, but my first kiss upon your lips was sweet as any wine. You kept singing crazy, just like Patsy Cline, and you know I loved you then and there as I walked the line. Sometimes I disappear into fields of goldenrod where the hallelujah wind blows. Sometimes I think I hear the voice of God in the song of crows. Last night I had the sweetest dream of you in angel wings, and all the kids were still just kids back home in Casita Springs. My old voice was young and strong with hunger and desire just to be back home where we belong, inside a ring of fire. Sundown, sundown chickens, roosters keeping warm, the old coyotes howling all through the thunderstorm. Still I see your sweet eyes smiling through the falling rain, deliver me from gravity to ride the midnight train. Sometimes I disappear into fields of goldenrod where the hallelujah wind blows. Sometimes I think I hear the voice of God in the song of crows. Now I'm nearing this journey's end, I'm stuck here in the snow. This old jalopy's broken down. It's time to let her go. I've been around this planet more times than I wanted to. Now I'm frozen in these bones, just dying to be with you, June. I'm dying to be with you. Sometimes I disappear into fields of goldenrod where the hallelujah wind blows. Sometimes I think I hear the voice of God in the song of crows. A song of crows. Yeah, Song of Crows, produced by Ryan Hommel. Griffin Goldsmith of the band Dawes was the drummer and percussionist on these three songs. I've never put out a CD of 3 songs before. It's an EP, I guess. It took us all of 2021 to make it, and so I called it Two Good Hands, EP, Two Good Hands, because I figured 2021, those are the 2 best hands in blackjack, right? Yeah, I think so. Thanks to Josh Orchard for inviting me here today to do this pilot version of Kitchens and Porches. I think what we're going to do, I think we're going to do some songs out here, and then we're going to go do an interview in the kitchen. But actually, I think Josh will explain all that to you, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm going to try to do the other two songs on here, on this album. This song was written by my friend Mark Josephs. Mark, I was 23 years old, and I was in Atlantic City because the new casinos had just opened there. And I was on the boardwalk, and I heard Mark play this song all those years ago, and I handed him $2,000 cash to make a recording, and we became lifetime friends. And he passed a few years ago, and I am all about getting his music out there, so I recorded this unique song. This is called A Place Where Everyone Sings. As a young boy, I would think there must be a place where everyone sings. But as a man, I heard no songs at all. They said the world isn't for singing. Stop yourself from listening. There must be a melody. Traveled around for a while, searching for something to make me smile. I opened my heart and found you there. Love writes its own songs and stories. One day you will find a place where everyone sings. Mark Josephs, everybody. Yeah. Ryan Hommel did a masterful job on these tracks. I'm really excited about this music. It can be, I think right now, I don't think it's quite out yet, but I think it can be pre-ordered or listened to on Bandcamp. Eventually it'll be on all the, it'll be everywhere. And hopefully very soon. Maybe by the time you are watching this, who knows? The third song we did, it's a lyric that I found on an old hard drive. I had to ask a friend how to even recover it. And once I did recover it, it was a text with all this gobbledygook in between the words. And when we got rid of the gobbledygook, we pretty much had this lyric. And I mean, I didn't really remember it, but I must have written it because they're words and phrases that only I would know. I did call a few friends and say, "Did you help me with this? Because it's pretty good." I called Kevin Faherty, Robert Morgan Fisher, a couple of other people. Steve Frome, I think I called Steve Frome. But no, it turns out I wrote this thing. And then Ryan put the music to it. And so I'll try to play it for you now. This is called Eddie and Jules. was my buddy growing up in L.A. Had a head for numbers in the worst way. When classes got slow and he got bored, he made his way to Vegas and learned to play cards. Jules came from Iowa looking for some fun. Eddie started downtown playing 21. She really looked the part, but no basic strategy. Ballsy in a mini dress, big play fantasy. It was blackjack, think fast, soft 18. Eddie counted 6 decks in a minute 19. Jules raised a finger, the boss was shaking cough. Eddie called the plays. Jules took the money off. Jules took the money off. The next year, Eddie growing up a bit, scouting out the good games up and down the strip. Well, he counted high off one with aces on the side, but playing on the square would never keep her satisfied. So they took to playing hole cards and dealer weaknesses. Know the house at 17, know what 18 is. He locked Lucky Spot, the beginning of the shift. Jules came in separately and looked for Eddie's gift. It was blackjack, think fast, soft 18. Eddie had a way of seeing what shouldn't be seen. Jules took a marker and the club went soft. Eddie gave the sign. Jules took the money off. Jules took the money off. Now with the steady small edge, she was happy for a while. Increasingly aware of the magic in her smile. She met a clever dealer, a working graveyard shift downtown. Everyone agreed they would get out before the heat came down. It was blackjack, think fast, soft 18. The dealer on the crew, they were a money machine. Now Eddie mattered less in Jules' universe, 'cause Julie pulled the cold deck right out of her purse. Now I would like to tell you that they got away clean. Eddie went back home and finished his degree. But Eddie's calls home stopped, and for the crooked path they took, there are 2 newfangled faces in the batter's back book. It was blackjack, think fast, soft 18. Eddie counted 6 decks in a minute 19. Jules raised a finger, the boss was shaking cough. Eddie called the plays. Jules took the money off. Jules took the money off. Eddie and Jules. Oh, I almost remember that. Ryan did a heck of a job with that track. A lot of electric guitars. Griff Goldsmith rocking it out on drums. It's fun. I almost remember how to play it. I gave him my best shot for you. What else shall we do? How about another musical number? We'll do another musical number. Just for old times. I will give you this one. This is co-write with Robert Morgan Fisher. Called Mr. Schwinn. Mr. Schwinn was as thin as a pelican's grin, and I took him my bike when the wheel wouldn't spin, when the wheel wouldn't spin, or the gear wouldn't shift. For fixing a bike, the man had a gift. They were stashed in the back of his waterfront shack, his and her bikes perfectly matched, like a groom and a bride waiting to take their honeymoon ride. He'd say one of these bikes is more than a twin as he pumped up the tires, polished the rim. I'm saving it for my Mrs. Schwinn. Yes, the wires and the tires filled me with desire, and the sprockets and streamers were truly admired by all kinds of folks who watched as he carefully tightened the spokes. Yes, the chrome really shone, but if truth be known, at the end of the day, he went home alone. Yes, he went home alone by way of the pier, and he watched the tide turn and the sun disappear. He'd say one of these bikes is more than a twin as he oiled the chain, polished the rim. I'm saving it for my Mrs. Schwinn. Say one of these bikes is more than a twin as he tested the brakes, polished the rim. I'm saving it for my Mrs. Schwinn. Yesterday was the day that I heard someone say the old man at the bicycle shop passed away. Mr. Schwinn passed away, and my wife and I cried 'cause he never did take that honeymoon ride. 'Twas with grim discipline that the town buried him, and the gravestone revealed that his name wasn't Schwinn. No, his name wasn't Schwinn, but I'll tell you with pride, he gave me the groom and my wife the bride. Mr. Schwinn was as thin as a pelican's grin, and I took him my bike when the wheel wouldn't spin, when the wheel wouldn't spin or the gear wouldn't shift. For fixing a bike, the man had a gift. Mr. Schwinn. Well, you know, this is kind of my new view. I don't know how much you're seeing, but and it's fine. I'm liking Portland fine. It's a half an hour walk, I figured out, from my house up to Council Crest, which is the highest place in Portland, and where if you put yourself in the center of this circle that they've created, you can see Mount St. Helens, Mount Rainier, Mount Adams, Mount Hood. That's pretty amazing. Also, if you stand in the middle, there's an echo. There's an echo thing that's happening. I don't know if you know that, you folks from Portland, but that's the thing. And but when I first moved into my home in Nederland, Colorado, 8,400 feet on the Front Range in the Rocky Mountains, you could look out and see the Continental Divide, and you see those snow-capped mountains. And they just took my breath away. You know, there was just something just incredible. And I remember very early on sitting there with a neighbor looking out at the just impossible nature of these huge mountains and just considering them. And my neighbor, at one point, he turns to me and he says, you know, you can walk up there. I was like, no way, no way. But I did. I did walk up there. You can, and I did. I walked up there for 16 years. Became church. And finally wrote this song. You can walk up there. Water bottle in a couple of layers. You can walk up there. I'm just saying. You can reach the top. Know you're afraid of failing, but you can reach the top. I'm just saying. You have exactly what you need. You can give it all away. There is exactly enough time to find the next best step to take. You can walk up there. I'm just saying. You can make your way through darkness to black to handle. You can make your way, light a candle. You can bring it home and let yourself be cast off. Bring it home, the GPS off, turn it off. You have exactly what you need. You can give it all away. There is exactly enough time to find the next best step to take. Save your life, or you find yourself in no man's land. You can save your life. Take my hand. Take my hand. Take my hand. Oh, love you. You have exactly what you need. You can give it all away. There is exactly enough time to find the next best step to take. You can walk up there. I'm just saying. You can save your life. Take my hand. You can make your way, light a candle. You can love your yourself. Don't stop trying. Walk up there, I'm just saying. It's been a pleasure to share songs with you today. I'm gonna play one more. I think I will do this one. This is a Paul Zolo co-write. This is called Dreams of Life. And we'll see you in the kitchen, I think. Right? Isn't that how it works? We don't know. This is the pilot of kitchens and porches. But I do think we're going to go have some conversation in the kitchen. Maybe we'll talk about coffee. I have a lot to say about coffee. None of it is in this song. Gloria works at the House of Pancakes in the tambourine heart of Vallejo. She stashes her tips in a red coffee can near a photograph of Galileo. Galileo, she dreams of the fountain of youth. Galileo, imprisoned for telling the truth. She dreams of life, Galileo. Now Hector hides shotguns and ammunition in the trunk of his mother's Camaro. Somehow he got sprung after 36 months. Hard time at a Tascadero. Tascadero, waiting for the mystery train. Tascadero, hanging with the criminally insane. She dreams of life in a Tascadero. Dreams of life. Our days only dreams of life, dreams of life. At noon, Senor Moon runs a victory lap in his cowboy hat and blue tuxedo, with sand in his boots from the beach where he sleeps, outside of Escondido. Escondido, city of slippery slopes. Escondido, shadowland of shattered hopes. He dreams of life in Escondido. Dreams of life. Of life, all of our days only dreams of life. Heading south on 395, past Temecula, Tijuana. Took a turn at the corner of Staying Alive in a coat she bought with marijuana, just to drown out sirens and the car alarms, just to drown out the squalor and the suburban sprawl, just to fall back in somebody's arms, just to drown, just to fall, just to drown, just to fall. Eleanor dreams of escaping New Jersey. Run with the bulls at Pamplona. In a strawberry robe in the dishwater dusk. Settle for Arizona. Arizona, so far from the ice and the cold. Arizona, sun shining like Cuervo gold. She dreams of life in Arizona. Thanks, folks. See you in the kitchen. Is that green light?
Thank
it's
you.
Still going?
Nope. Thank you to Darryl for the wonderful show. All right, guys. Thanks. This is Josh Orchard on the premiere pilot episode of Kitchens and Porches. And Darryl and I will be joining you in the kitchen for our supporters over at mediacampus.com/porches. The way we're kind of working this is that we're building support for the artist and for the production crew actually to produce all these events. And to do that, we're taking donations that go to the artist. So if you want to donate to the artist, you can at Venmo at mediacampus.com or PayPal at money@mediacampus.com. All the money goes to the artist for his performance tonight for donations. But if you want to further support, you may join our subscription over at mediacampus.com Kitchens and Porches show, and where we split the money with the artist in a variety of different ways. But you could donate directly and support the artist of your choice. And since, hey, Darryl's our premier pilot, all subscriptions today go to Darryl, the portion of that person. So anyway, thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate everyone joining in on the first episode, and I hope things get better each Sunday night. So we'll see how it goes, and look for us here at mediacampus.com, Twitch, or YouTube. Thank you all, and I will see you in the kitchen.